Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I really want to touch on a topic that is a bit more touchy, that's a bit more serious. I know that you literally just, like, if you saw my channel yesterday, you just got back from a serious video of running out of ideas. Now I have another serious video. I'm just full of seriousness this week. So this video, I really wanted to talk about this so much just because it is something that is bothering me personally so much, and that is VidCon. So VidCon is coming up really soon. It's coming up in June this year, which is the same time it came out last year. I personally thought it would come in July, but I guess they decided for June. VidCon is coming up really soon, and I've gone to VidCon for the past 2 years. And VidCon has been, for the past 2 years, VidCon has been a good experience for me in a lot of ways, but it's also been a really it's been a horrible experience for so many reasons as well. So it's been the good and the bad. I've experienced the good and the bad of VidCon, and you know, the bad is never shared on vlogs. Like, I never share the bad side of VidCon in vlogs, and I possibly never will, just because, you know, VidCon is supposed to be a happy place. It's supposed to be a place where, you know, like-minded people within the same industry get to meet up, and, you know, you make connections, you make friends, and you see cool people, and you see your favorite YouTubers or just people from the internet, etc, etc. But it's not always like that. It's not always like that, and unfortunately, it hasn't been like that for me in many ways. So basically, for today's video, I really want to talk about why I possibly might not be going to VidCon this year. So the huge reason why I will not possibly be going to VidCon, I still haven't made my final decision just yet, but it's 40-60, a 60% that I might not be going, and a 40% that I might actually go. But the 60% deals with the fact that, you know, over the past year, a lot of things have changed in my life personally. Friendships especially. I've definitely unintentionally created enemies, I guess I could say, and I don't like that word. I don't like that word at all, and I don't like having enemies, and I don't like having people who just are very disrespectful to me. I don't like, you know, having in my head that there's people out there who don't like me and who, you know, would do anything to slander me or to do something that would harm me. I don't like having that in the back of my head at all. And, you know, I've always been about respecting people and respecting other people's opinions, whether I agree with them or not. And that's how I am, and that's how I've always been. I don't care if I disagree with you. I don't care if I agree with you on certain things. I will respect you regardless of any disagreement or any different way of living. I respect every way of living, and I respect every life. But some people don't think that way. Some people don't think that way, and, you know, friendships that I had before in the past, they've been shattered. I could say that. They've been shattered, and they've been destroyed, and they've been, if I want to go a little bit more crass, they've been annihilated. I had to say that. That word was in my head, but yeah, they're done. They're done, and they're over, and I don't regret it for a single second, to be honest. I really do not regret it for a single second, and, you know, and I know that they're gonna be there. I know they will be there. I know they're all gonna be there, and I know for a fact, you know, knowing the type of people that they are, that I didn't know they were in the past, but knowing the type of people that they were, I just fear that they might do something to me that might harm me, or that might, you know, jeopardize me as a YouTuber, or just as a person in general, that would jeopardize. Those kind of people, I know those kind of people are, you know, vengeful, and they will do anything to silence anybody with a different opinion, and they will do whatever to, you know, slander their name or smear their name in the worst ways possible. And I don't want to be a victim of that. I hate being the victim. I've never liked being the victim of anything, because I just abhor when people feel bad for me. I don't like it at all. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I don't like when people feel bad about me. Like, it just annoys me so much. So, you know, I don't want to be a victim of them. I don't want to be a victim of them, and I don't want them to do anything that would harm me. Knowing what they're capable of, I don't want to do anything that would harm me, and I wouldn't want to put my life at risk just for going to VidCon. Another thing is that I have other plans as well that I would like to fulfill. You know, I've been, you know, planning some travelings. I've been planning some travels. I'm possibly going to the UK in the summer, and I might be going to Australia in autumn. I'm possibly gonna go to VidCon Australia. I'm not sure about that. I want to see who else is gonna go before I make a decision on that as well. But I am making some travel plans, and you know, I've never left this country. I've never left the US, and I've never left California, and I've never left... I have left LA. I actually have left LA. I've left LA quite a few times. I just remembered. I have left LA before. I went to Santa Barbara, I went to San Diego, I went to Carlsbad. I've gone to... where else have I gone to in California? So many places. I've gone to so many places in California, but I haven't left the state, and I've never left the country as well. So it would be a different experience for me, and it would be a life-changing experience for me, I can say. So I really would like to take that opportunity. So yeah, I might possibly be going to the UK in the summer. That could correlate with VidCon. And Australia, it's still undecided. But yeah, those are some travel plans that I've been doing, and they could come in between VidCon, so I couldn't be able to go. And I was actually planning on going to VidCon Europe, but you know, there was some things that got complicated in my personal life that I wasn't able to go. So maybe next year, maybe next year. Now another reason that I might just go out conservative on you, that's another video idea that I possibly might not do, but YouTubers in general have become a propaganda of the media. I personally feel so. The YouTubers that are featured in VidCon, there isn't really a huge diversity. I don't like using the word diversity. I don't know why. I just don't feel good using the word. But there isn't a wide variety of YouTubers with different philosophies and with different ways of living. It's mainly one certain way of living and one certain mentality and one certain political opinion that everybody binds to that is going to VidCon. And personally, I would just like to see, you know, YouTubers with different mindsets go to VidCon. You know, I would definitely love to see Blair White go to VidCon someday. I absolutely love Blair White. I think she's incredible. But yeah, people along that spectrum. I would like to see people within that spectrum go to VidCon, and so that there could really be diversity. I don't know. I just get really cringy using that word. But yeah, I would like to see YouTubers with different mindset, with different ways of living, be in there. Not just gay, not just lesbian, not just bi, but with truly different ways of living, different ways of thinking, different ways of living their lives, and different opinions on certain issues. I would like to see that, and I guess that would motivate me a whole lot more to go to VidCon. Another thing, and a big reason, is I will literally, every time I go to VidCon, the past 2 times I've gone to VidCon, I feel every single time, I feel like I'm in square zero. Like nothing has really changed. And I guess it could be a good thing in a way, but for me, I just see it as a bad thing. Like, there hasn't been any progression, there hasn't been anything new, nothing has changed for me as the VidCon experience, because 2015 for me was nearly the same as 2016 for me. It was nearly the same as 2015. Like, nothing really changed. I was still in the same spot, I was still in the same position, nothing really changed, and nothing really happened. And I don't really like that feeling. I don't like that feeling of not having progressed, of not having done something big or have a huge change in my life. Like, it just feels the same. So that's something that's really setting me off a whole lot. So I'm not sure if it would be the same thing this year. I'll definitely be a whole lot more lonely this year. Yeah, I'll definitely be a whole lot more lonely. I'll be a whole lot more alone at VidCon than I was the past 2 times. So I'm not sure. I really am not sure, and I don't really know if I would go, what my experience would be, and also how the vlogs would turn out as well. Last year there was definitely a huge mix-up because I had a copyright strike and I couldn't upload videos more than 50 minutes. So that's why I did like part 1, part 2, part 3, or 4. But this year, if I were to go, it would be just one whole vlog. But yeah, I don't know if my experience would be a whole lot more different, if I would feel like there is some form of progression, if there's some form of different experience for me this time around. I just don't know. I would feel very lonely. I feel that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, overall, those are just the very few reasons why I might not be going this year. I really do hope and pray that my final choice is to go, because I feel like, all comments aside, all judgments aside, VidCon is definitely, it feels like a home to me, but at the same time, it feels like a home that I'm rejected in. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is that VidCon feels like home, but it feels like a home that I'm rejected at. I'm rejected in my own home for some reason. That's how I feel at VidCon. I feel like being in a rejected home, being in a home that I don't belong in, or being somewhere where nobody will really allow me or accept me. That's how I feel at VidCon, and that's how I felt the past 2 years. So unless things were to really change in my life, and unless I can guarantee myself that the experience would be a whole lot more different, I will definitely go. But all of that aside, it would be pretty bad to miss it. I would feel bad for myself if I missed it, and if I didn't go to at least VidCon Australia, I would feel pretty bad about myself. So I don't know. I don't really know what my final choice will be. I will definitely announce it. And the weeks prior to VidCon, if I will or won't go, it would be my final decision. But for now, I'm really undecided. Let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this video in any way, make sure to give it a massive thumbs up and comment down below if you'll be going to VidCon. And subscribe right here and watch my previous video right here, which is another serious video. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.